Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on Obsidian. In this video, I'm customizing my vault. I recently reset my Obsidian vault where I'm starting from scratch again, and I wanted to customize the vault from the default theme to a new theme with new appearance. So I'm just gonna walk you through what I'm doing, nothing much, just sharing what I am doing with my vault regarding the appearance. This is the appearance of my current vault where I'm using the default theme and the base color scheme is dark. Previously, I used this theme called as Bubble Space and I really loved this theme. You can see the appearance of this theme, how good it looks, but it is no longer available in the library now. So I'm using another theme called as Annuppucin. I'll install this and you can see certain changes in the appearance of my vault. Now I'll install the community plugin style setting to customize my theme. I'll click on install and I'll just enable this. Here you can do all the customization that is available to do. The first one is colors. I'll be using the dark theme, so I'll just do the customization for dark theme. And here is the dark theme flavor. What flavor do you want? There are different options. I'll choose the one that feels good and I'm going to choose this mocha, and you can choose the dark theme accent. Here is the option to force custom accent. If you do not enable this option, whatever accent you have set in this appearance setting, accent color here, that will be applied across all of your vault. So I will enable the option to force custom accent. There is also extended color schemes. I don't want that. You can do color overrides where you can change the color of the specified labels here. I don't want any of that, so I'll just close this one and we have finished the color section. Now there is another option for file editor and markdown elements. The first option is for active line highlight. I will choose the highlight option where if I open a note and let's say I move into editor mode, and whenever I go into that particular line, it will show this highlight. Or there is also another option where you can choose highlight and border. It will show the border this over here. I will only choose the option to highlight. The next option is for callouts. There are different styles for callouts. Let me take you to the callout example node that I have created. These are 3 callouts and you can see the changes for different callout styles. Slick. This is the slick callout style. Let's change it to block. This is block callout style. Let's change it to vanilla normal and this is what it will look like. Let's again change it to vanilla plus and this is what it will look like. I'll choose the slick callout style over here. You can also enable the custom callout colors. I will enable this option. There is another option where you can set the callout radius, callout title padding, and there is another option callout fold position, which will change this fold icon. Instead of here, it will be over here. I'll just let it be default. On the left, there is another option where you can enable custom checkboxes and enable speech bubbles. You can learn more about custom checkboxes in the documentation section of this plugin, which I will provide the link in the description. For example, let us create a custom checkbox here. This is a custom checkbox, right? If you click on this, it will check. So these are the options that are available. I don't use custom bubbles, so I'll just enable the custom checkboxes only. There is another option for code blocks, code block wrapping, line numbering, and I will let the options be default over here. For embed, there is an option to specify the maximum embed height in pixel. I will let it be default. There is another option for list styling. Let me show you. There is option to list indent and there is also an option to change the color of the unordered list bullet as well as change the type in ordered list bullet. Now if I go back, you can change the color for this list from this setting. There is another option for tables where you can enable table styling. Let me show you what table looks like in my current appearance. Okay, this is a simple table in markdown. If I enable the table styling, there are a few options that you might want to configure. The first is enable custom table width. There is another option to center tables. I will make it center. There is another option to highlight the table header. You can also change this option from here. I'll choose alternate columns over here and I'll just increase the highlight opacity. I will align the header text to center, but I will align the text to left. And if I go over here, you can see it is centered. The title, the header is highlighted and centered, and the text in the table is aligned left. Let's move into another option where you can change the tag radius and tag border width. I will not change that. There is another option for file preview margins and word wrap width. I will not change that. There is another option for integration, for Kanban, Make.md plugin and minimal card CSS. I don't use Kanban plugin, neither do I use Make.md, but I do love the minimal card CSS. I'm already using the minimal card CSS. For example, I am currently on the Annuppucin theme, but I still have access to the card CSS from minimal theme. For example, here is my reading list, and this is created with the help of data view and minimal theme card CSS. You can download the minimal theme card CSS by this link, or I'll also provide a link in the description where I have collected all the CSS snippets that I found, and I have created a compilation file, so you can download that from there as well, where you will find other CSS snippets as well. There is another option for miscellaneous. I don't want to change anything over here. Let's go to this another option, so hide UI elements, auto hide title bar. If you enable this, the title bar will be automatically hidden from here and it will reappear on hover. I don't want that. I'll just disable that option. There's pointer cursor, another option to hide metadata, hide scroll bars, hide status bar. I don't want to do that. Hide tooltip. I don't want to do that. This is another option where you can change the typography. You can specify the font families that you want. I don't want to change that. Font weights. Then there is another option for heading. I want to enable custom heading colors and divider color from heading color. For example, let's open a note here, and these are the different heading colors that I have in my note right now, right? If I enable the custom heading colors, the heading color will change from this to this. It gives a better look. And you can also inherit the divider color from the heading color, and you can also change their size. You can change their weight. You can change the line height of all the headings. You can also enable the divider for each of those headings. There is another option for text decoration. If you enable the text decoration, you will have this option to select bold color, italic color and highlight color. And when you enable this, all the bold text and italicized text and highlighted text will have some form of customization in your note. Next is this workspace option, which I like a lot. This is the first option where you can darken canvas background. This is another option to enable custom background. If you enable this, it makes your vault look more appealing based on your preference. I really like this. I'll go to dark mode and you can add the custom background URL over here. And you can change the background brightness. I'll try to keep it low. And you can also change the background blur, which I will try to keep it low as well as the container opacity, which I will. There is another option, colorful frame. If you enable the colorful frame, there is another option to enable the colorful frame, which will change the frame of your Obsidian app like this. I don't want to do that. And here are different options where you can change the colors. Here is another option for file browser. First is to enable folder icons for collapse indicators. This will enable folder icons. You can see over here, it's just a greater than sign. And if you enable this option, there will be folder icons. And you can also enable file icons, which will show over here. Another option is to enable floating bold title. I don't want to do that. Or you can enable the custom bold title, which will show up like this. If you use PDFs in your world, then this is another option that you might want to look into. Another one is rainbow folder, where you can choose two styles for rainbow folder. First is simple, second is full. I'll choose the full folder style, and the appearance of this file explorer will change something like this. And you can change the settings as well from here. Another customization option that you have is for stack tabs, which I don't want to change. For status bar, where you can choose fixed, floating or default. I'll choose default. Then another option you have is for tab, which I will change to depth, and you can change the depth tab setting. There is translucency option, which I will not change either. And another option is to customize the workspace layout. I'll choose the workspace layout to cards view, which will change into something like this. Enable the option to hide borders. You can see it over here. If I enable this option, the borders will be hidden. And you can choose the card layout setting. Let me decrease the card radius to 10 maybe. And I'll reduce the card padding to 5 and 10 over here. And here's another option to enable shadows. Enable card formats for action, which means it will show over here. You can see. And another is to enable card format for file browser. So this is all. These are few customization options that are available for Annuppucin theme, which can help to make your Obsidian experience better. That's all for this video. I hope you found this video helpful. If you found that helpful, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, because I'll be coming with more Obsidian related content in the future. Have a great time. Bye bye.